no wisdom or counsel may prevail. Bless, we beseech you, the work and deliberations of this Metropolitan Council, that every member may avail himself or herself of full liberty of speech, commit him or herself to the welfare of the whole community of our borough, and fulfil every call of public duty and service. This we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen. Could I ask members to remain standing? It is with regret to our council that the passing of honorary alderman on Cyril is funeral took place this morning in Hayward, there as well among some other family members in our life. Can we take a few moments in silence to reflect on Cyril's contribution to the world? Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you. Thank you. And members of the public, welcome to Townhouse. We start the meeting. Item 1. Just to remind everybody to switch off your mobile phones after the start. We ask members that when addressing the council, please stand up, switch on your microphones, and when you finish, switch off the microphones. Finally, can I then remind members to behave courteously towards each other through the meeting, not to speak until called by myself, and not to interrupt other members while they are speaking in this chamber. I would also ask that contributions focus on the issues which is being discussed. We move on to item 2 on the agenda, apologies for absence. I have received apologies from Council Sultan Ali, Bayan, Boris, Berg, Fernell, Garside, Kelly, Peter Williams, and Robinson. Any other apologies? Okay, noted. Item 3, declaration of interest. Do any members have any personal registration or disclosure of pecuniary interest that they need to declare at this meeting? Can I ask members to declare those interests verbally and also return the forms to the governors which is attached with the agenda? To our committee staff. Thank you. Any declaration of interest? No? Item 4, minutes of the meeting. I approve the minutes of the meeting of the council held on 18th of July 2018. Mr. Deputy Mayor, would you second those minutes? Are they approved, members? Thank you. We move. Just leave your sign. Thank you. Item 5, public questions and petitions. Please can I invite Mr. Mark Hope to come forward. Mr. Hope wishes to speak on the application. Mr. Hope, you have up to 5 minutes to speak. Mr. Hope. Good evening, Mayor, Deputy Mayor, councillors, officers and members of the public. I'm speaking on behalf of the Friends of Heritage Green in relation to item 7 on the agenda, relating to our green application. The first green application from the Friends of Heritage Green has been on a very long journey. It's all began on bonfire night 2014, when Rochdale Township voted to dispose of several plots of land, including Heritage Green. Following this, the residents group came to view a group of 100 people, over 200 members, was many other interested in supporting neighbours. Friends of Heritage Green successfully campaigned to save Heritage Green, and the decision was reversed on the 9th of March 2016. The Friends of Heritage Green will be eternally grateful to the Rochdale Township Committee for having the good sense to listen to our objections and reverse the decision to sell the field. In parallel, we applied for the field to register as a village green to safeguard its use as a recreational space for the long term. This journey is finally over after 3.5 years of trying to persuade 2 councils to the base of our application. I'd like to thank all members of the Friends of Heritage Green for their interest and support, the wider community, Councillors Peter Winkler, Mike Collins and Jim Gartside for their pulsing support, and MP Elizabeth Kinnis for their interest and support. I will thank the key members of our team on another occasion. It's been a long and torturous journey, but in the end, Rochdale Council hopefully has listened to us in our argument, and assuming we ratify the recommendation this evening, the people's voices will be heard, and the law properly considered, and we will be trying for democracy and justice. Thank you for your time, and I hope you feel able to approve the registration of Heritage Green as a village green, and who knows, maybe one day somebody may visit Heritage Green to celebrate and unveil the village green milestone. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hall. Thank you, Mr. Hall. Can I invite the portfolio holder, Councillor Wheeler, to respond briefly, please?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Hall, for coming this evening. We've not got to the item yet, Mr. Mayor, but I will be moving under item 7 that we do actually accept the recommendation and we do register this as a village green. Thank you.
Thank you. We move on to item 6, notice of motion. We have 3 motions for consideration by this evening as set out on the agenda. I will remind members that council has up to 20 minutes to debate individual motions. Councillor Taylor, will you move the motion as set out in the agenda?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councillor. There's been a noticeable marked deterioration in driving standards across the whole of our borough. It's certainly the issue I get the most complaints about. That's supported by my own observations and often the things I read in the press as well. There does seem to be a particular issue with drivers during the evening and night time using roads as a racetrack, and this is nothing short of downright dangerous. I raised this very point in July in the council meeting, and I asked Councillor Emmett to work with me on this and solve it. I'm pleased to say, and I must thank Councillor Emmett and the Labour leadership for working with me on this point to bring this motion to council this evening. There is nothing political about it. There is a real problem, and this is something we must address. Each ward across the borough is affected in some way or another. When I raised this in July, a number of councillors stood in the room what I said. Councillor Cyril raised the similar thing, and it's clear this is a huge issue we need to address. There's no easy answer in dealing with this. There's no silver bullet, there's no universal panacea, but what there is a need for us to act together and work hard in actually addressing this on behalf of our communities. Our communities demand that we do this, and I think that's absolutely right, that we do everything within our power to work to address it. The way to address it is not about more resources, it's not about funding, it's about working smarter, it's about using technology, and it's about making this an integral part into the way we do things here in Rochdale, so that it becomes part of the very fabric of our policies and our actions. It isn't just for us as elected members or indeed members of officers of the council to deal with either. There is a role for all of us. There's also a role for partner agencies, and there's a role for the community at large. It is everybody's responsibility to ensure that our roads are safe. And let's face it, when accidents take place, the outcome is absolutely devastating and on occasions fatal, and that is totally tragic in accidents that can be avoided through dangerous driving. If this motion is supported, it will signal our intentions to mark this as a piece of work we will work hard to address. The answer to this lies in adopting a problem-solving approach with an element of community engagement, awareness raising, education, prevention and enforcement. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Taylor. Councillor Neil, will you second the motion, please?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I'm pleased to second Councillor Taylor's notice of motion. The safety of our residents and our highways surely must be one of the main functions of any local authority, and certainly should be a priority for us. I share Councillor Taylor's concern that over the last few years, not just a recent thing, I think it's been building up over a number of years, but the standards of driving in some cases have actually fallen, and that's now starting to become a serious danger for our local residents. I'd like to also pay tribute to my own Member of Parliament, Mr. McInnes, who has led quite strongly on this matter, and particularly following on the case of a young man called Joseph Brown Marty, who was killed in a head-on collision a few years ago due to an erratic driver just speeding along the roads. And one of the problems I do think we have, and I think it may be anecdotal, but I do know that there is a bit of a culture among some younger people in particular in wanting to drive high-performance cars. You can't necessarily afford to buy a high-performance car like a Ferrari or a Maserati or something like that, but pulling together, they can actually afford to hire one for a few days. I do know that a number of cases, accidents have been caused by people driving too fast in higher vehicles. So maybe that's something that we can, as a council, look at higher companies, because I think clearly if that's an issue, we have to look at it. I do know also, because I know Councillor Taylor in particular has been concerned about driving standards on the A58 and certainly from Smallbridge right through to the Corkindale border, basically what we call Halifax Road all the way through. I do know actually at one point that we need to look at the phasing of traffic signals, because I think at the bottom of Birch Road is something we need to look at, because I do think they're a bit out of kilter, and so I will be asking highways to look at that, and I believe that actually raised that issue with me, that it's something that he's noticed. But I do think, we do need to, this isn't a political issue, and we do need to come together as a council to have a look and to try and work with different groups out there in the community to do something with public education, because at the end of the day, lives matter, and we really should not be sitting back and allowing bad driving standards to cause death on our roads. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Emma. Any member wish to speak on this motion? Councillor Dallas.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of comments. I think it's a fantastic motion, but I've got really problems in my mind as well, in a sense that every time you put in for some sort of traffic manuals, they go off fatalities, you know, like there have been 3 fatalities before they put the cameras on. I often struggle with gender reparenting, and also I think yes, it's not from the educating community, but what about resources, police personnel, the rest of the apartments? Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Denton.
Mr. Mayor, I'm very pleased to see that we've got this notice of motion to council that's got full support of the parties. And I think when you set up the working group and look at issues, there's one issue, I think, that is very dangerous indeed. And I think when the government in 2010 got in, there was a general feeling there was almost an overload of measures to attack the motorists with. There was almost a policy of removing cameras from the places. In hindsight, there is no doubt that was a very dangerous and big mistake for the government to do. And I think if you went to the public now, the feelings over these years would have changed significantly, and now they would support much more cameras and certain traffic lights. And it's traffic lights that I think where we're going to have possible deaths. You see so many of the particular people coming up to the traffic lights, the lights turn to red and they go through. There's going to be serious accidents there. I think if you're at a Pelican Crossing now, you're more aware than ever you were, because if the lights come to green for you to go, but you're just not certain. There's some idiots not going to come around speeding past through that. And I do think there's probably a need within the working party to get this message across to central government that we need these cameras back. And it can't have been a saving to remove them, and it must bring in money if you put them back. But people are aware that no action will be taken. They can just go through the lights on red, creating real danger on our roads. And I think that one thing will be addressed so hopefully quickly and easily if we get support from government or wherever it needs to come to achieve that, and that would be a step in the right direction.
Thank you. Councillor Shaw.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think it's a timely motion. We do have a problem here in Rochdale, and over the past few years, a lot of money has been invested in the traffic calming measures. But our youngsters, the great majority, is very, very responsible drivers, but minority, just a small percentage. They drive high-powered cars, and the problem is that if there is a congestion to the normal lane, they drive in the opposite side, causing problems for other motorists. But another major problem we notice, I think we are councillor but also remember our public, that some drivers coming are approaching red lights, and if there's a filter and they take over and you think that they're going to turn right or left, instead they'll jump through the red lights, and it is happening quite often, and it is sort of so dangerous for other motorists who are going through the green signal and they're not knowing that somebody is jumping through the red lights. I think it's about time. It's a good community we have, a resilient community in our Europe, and we have to give this clear message to that small, irresponsible minority who are driving high-powered cars. This is not acceptable. They are engaging in lives, and we have to do that clear message. So certainly all of us, I think, will be supporting this motion. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Shaw. Councillor Merrick.
It was only last month where I was at Bolton Forum meeting where this was raised as an issue on Shore Road, Broad Lane, Queensway, all the straight roads used as basic drag tracks, speeding along and causing chaos throughout the road. Another thing that I wanted to put onto this as well is to do with off-road bikes. I understand that it's to do with speeding, it's no joke. Off-road bikes are plaguing this town. They're riding through parks up to 50 miles an hour and causing chaos throughout the whole town. I think I completely agree with the motion that education and community is needed to actually improve our road safety. And just to end, that 25% has been lost from our policing since 2010. I think it's up to the Chief Executive to actually urge Andy Burnham and the government that this is a problem within our town and we need help desperately.
Thank you, Councillor Meredith. Councillor Davidson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Can I thank Councillor Taylor and Councillor Herbert for bringing this item to Council? It now shows that Rochdale Council officers and councillors are listening to the people out there. And it also makes me feel very good that I'm not feeling very lonely out there. For the fact that I just thought it was my village that was being destroyed by idiots in cars and on bikes. But now I know it's the whole borough that's being destroyed by these people. And we fully understand what the police pressures are under, but now that this council is recognising through Council Emmett's portfolio that we have a problem, then something will be done. So thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Anyone who's in actual Hayward on Sunday evening might have witnessed probably about 500 vehicles that attacked our town, gridlocked the town, and the speed of the vehicles coming into this town is just absolutely ridiculous. 2 police vehicles on site and could do nothing. Most of the vehicles congregated on Morrison car park. Police couldn't enter, it's a private car park, it's not council owned, and we were willing to do nothing. You could see drivers changing number plates in full view of the crowds around. All these pensioners in Haywood, in the Civic Walks area, bungalows were frightened to death. One large family actually moved out because they were that frightened. I did stop for half an hour and I spoke to the local police officers. It wasn't their fault. You could do nothing without their numbers. By this time, there's probably over 1,000 youths. I'll use that terminology loosely, but mainly youthful. I spoke to 2 of them over a drag racing vehicle. And he was very proud. He spent £13,000 doing it all. And he was very proud that he'd come from Birmingham in 75 minutes. And that's the point, is that they're putting into Haywood from all over to our borough. The A58 was a racetrack. From Middleton, like the motorway, there was another racetrack. There were slight accidents. I saw sort of 2 people get run over in the actual car park. Only slightly, but it was their own drivers and their own stupidity. I would bring to your attention that there is a website called Too Rude to Cruise. And that went out on the web, that invited everyone into Haywood for this meeting. That's what they call the meeting. But it's a meeting of idiots. And I would urge that through the Chief Executive, through this council, and get the police to do more to try and close down this website and stop it being advertised before people are killed in our borough. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do support this motion.
Thank you. Councillor Rush.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I've been in this office and recognise what Councillor Dutton just said. Very, very frustrating I am. I've reported it 3 times and requested Morrison's of the main store in Haywood that prospered very good to do something about it. They completely ignored it like they do in most things. But once again, I was out at 10 o'clock, going home, 8:30, and I finished up going out again. The arrogance of these people, one come to my life with a begging bowl, the other, like Councillor Dutton said, I witnessed him changing number plates and asked him what we're doing. I'm doing it for one of the boys. But frustrated I am, because 3 times I've gone to our authority, my widow pays attention and puts a letter in. The police, yeah, what else can we do? We're getting nothing at all. I think Morrison's should at least be took to task. Okay, they put speed humps, makes it better for these people. Why can't we have a barrier of one gate, a barrier of the second gate, which is the only way into the place? I'm sure the township or the council would give a lift to sponsor that. It's an absolute turret to our town. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Taylor, you have the only right to reply.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And thank you to the members of the council. I'm delighted with the responses we've got. And I'm delighted we're all going to work together address something that needs to be addressed for the good of our work.
Thank you, Councillor Taylor. Can we now move to the vote on this motion? All those in favour, please show your hands. Is carried. Thank you very much. Now we move on to the second motion on the agenda. Councillor Warden, could we move the motion on Sky Lanterns? Councillor Warden.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Could I first raise your indulgence for 1 moment? Just to thank everyone for the good wishes and cards I received in my recent bill. And it meant a lot. The motion is simply that we must stop sky lanterns. Simply put, all these lanterns, which are powered by lit candles, must land somewhere. And while they make it pretty in the sky, they become dangerous and unnecessary litter across our beautiful countryside. Whilst lanterns are unquestionably a magical sight as they are released into the night sky, evoking expressions of hope and good luck, each one lands somewhere. Whilst those who release them do so with the best of intentions, once released, the prevailing winds will decide where the lanterns land. And sadly, all too often with unintended consequences. They can kill or injure wildlife and farm animals. They can set fire to buildings and standing crops. Along the coast, they can be stained to distress flags, lifeboats and floors. And they cause a significant and increasing litter problem. The main cause of death or injuries arise from ingestion of the wires or splintered bamboo canes from which many lanterns are made. The lanterns get lost in long grass, the papered graves, and animals either get caught up in or ingest the wires whilst grazing. Worse, if the farmer fails to see the wire for making silage or hay, it passes through the harvester. The wire is chopped into small pieces. These are then incorporated into bales or silage plants and fed to livestock with lethal consequences. In one incident, wire was found in the gut of 3 prize dairy cows after post-mortem was carried out. The vet stated that the chopped wire could stay in the room and that's the cow's stomach for a long time, and the wire could catch on anything at any time and perforate the gut. There have been many such fatalities in the last year. There have also been numerous cases of hay and straw stacks catching fire when the lanterns landed on them. One landed in a house gutter on the Summit Estate in Haywood a couple of years ago and set fire to the roof and all the subsequent upset for the elderly residents. It's an offence for grey litter, and it's distressing for landowners and farmers who find dozens of lanterns have landed over a small area, especially, for instance, if it's a field due for imminent harvest. It is also difficult to remove them from trees, and it's obvious when a venue upwind has released significant numbers of lanterns, and it does leave the venue at risk of a civil claim for any damage caused. Finally, Scotland has brought in a total ban on these lanterns, and more than 70 councils in England and Wales have banned the sale and use of the lanterns, including Bolton, Oldham, Stockport, Tameside, Trafford, Cheshire East and Cheshire West and Chester. I urge members of council to support the banning of these lanterns. We all saw over the summer the devastating effect of fire around moors. So to allow people to potentially set fire to farmland and buildings and enjoy them would be patently wrong. I therefore urge you to support this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Warden. Councillor John Hartley, will you second the motion, please?
Yes, it's been great pleasure in seconding the motion, and in doing so, I'll just read out the following. Over 200 sky lanterns, known as Chinese lanterns, are sold in the UK each year. However, most people have no idea how harmful and often the deadly consequences the release of sky lanterns can They are also fire risk and can destroy habitats, setting animal out in feed and bedding their lives. The fire brigade is also advising people to avoid using the lanterns, as they pose a fire hazard to neighbouring homes, flat buildings, camping sites. Other Greater Manchester authorities have prohibited them in recent years, and it is now illegal to use them in Austria, Germany and Malta. The National Farmers Union is also continuing to lobby the government for an outright ban in the UK. Here are just a few incidents that have known to have been reported. A foal had to be put to sleep after its legs were so badly injured from bolting through a fence, having been terrified by a lantern. Ollie, a 9-month-old goat, died after the frame of a lantern punctured earth rose. A farmer in Chester told how a cow died when the wire from a sky lantern punctured her esophagus after ingestion, saying in effect she spent a long, painful 48 hours suffering on her own feed. A barnacle is also known to have died, having become entangled in the lantern frame. Taking the above into account, I urge members to support this motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Any member wishing to speak on this motion? No? Councillor Gordon, you have final item.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The first time I've ever reduced everyone's complete silence. I hope that will be 100% helpful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can we now move to the vote on this motion? Those in favor, please show your hands. Thank you. It's carried. Now we move on to the final motion on the agenda. Councillor Generally, will you move the motion as set in the agenda, please? Councillor Holly, will you second the motion? Any member wishing to speak on this motion? Yeah, Councillor.
Mr. Mayor, I take no pleasure in raising this issue at this meeting, and I wish I wasn't in this position of doing so. Any more than I take pleasure in seeing Rochdale reported in the Rochdale section of Private Eye, or any more than I welcome the comments from friends and family from throughout the country contacting me saying, what on earth is Rochdale up to again? It is those issues that bring me to raise this notice of motion at council. The election staff, the members of council and the main officers all work hard to ensure that elections are carried out fairly and freely and that the democratic process is carried out properly. And I feel that this has weakened that particular role. And that is a cause of great concern to me, but to the public at large that have contacted me, one person from within the community saying, this is not the way we want to behave. Councillor Dermot, will you make it quite clear that this is not what we expect from people to vote more than once in an election? Now, I fully understand that at the time that this happened, the council wasn't a member of the council, so therefore the council as such has no power particularly to deal with that issue. But it has brought a cloud over the borough at a time when we least need it, and it affects democracy greatly. So I will just quote from Councillor Brent, who said, it is vital that councillors do all they can to uphold the integrity of the democratic process. And I would just ask the Councillor Faisal Brown to reflect on his position and think about his position within this borough at this particular time. That is all I'm asking for members to support that, for the council in question to just reflect on the position that he's in and the position that is put and the people who live in. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any other members?
Mayor, I previously conveyed my feelings about this matter quite clearly. Councillor Rana cooperated fully with the police investigation, as did the council, and was quite right and made a full admission of his error and apologised. He accepted his punishment and should be allowed to continue his good work for his community. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor. Any other member? Councillor Holly, do you wish to exercise your right to reply?
Mr. Mayor.
Councillor Dudley, you have the final right to reply. Okay, can we now move to the vote on this motion? Are those in favour? Please show hands. All against this motion, please show hands.
Cyril. Mafiosi! Mafiosi!
Motion is lost. Thank you. We move on to item 7 on the agenda. Application for registration as Green Land at Portland, Northern. Councillor Hammond, will you give the report?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think the residents of Northern have waited long enough for this to transpire. I do know that there has been a lot of inordinate delays to this application to create a village green in Northern, and I think it hit quite a few, let's just say, legal obstacles along the way. So I do think it's important that we do finally celebrate the fact that people in Northern can have a village green, and I do move the recommendation, Mr. Mayor, I do move the recommendation that the Assistant Director of Resources, Legal Governance and Workforce enter the application site on the register of town and village greens maintained by the council the statutory commons registration policy. So move this.
Thank you very much. Councillor Brett, will you second the report? Thank you. Any member wishing to speak on this or add anything? Councillor Brett, please.
Thank you. I don't want to speak particularly about the application. I just want to pay credit to the friends and heritage unions. 3.5 years fighting this. We've gone through every procedure, every process, filled in every form, probably more than once. They've never wavered in what we wanted. Please support this one.
Thank you. Any other member? Not. Can we approve the recommendations? Thank you. Lastly, we move on to item 8, Audited Governance Committee Annual Report. Councillor Markham, will you move the report?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to vote as a candidate.
Councillor Brett, will you second the report? Thank you. I will move the vote. Those in favor, and any member wishing to add, make any comment? No? Thank you. Now, those in favor, please say, show hands or say aye. Thank you. Okay, we move on to item 9 for your scrutiny annual report. Councillor Holly, will you move the report? Thank you. Councillor Dutton, will you second the report, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, second report.
Any member wishing to make any comments, add anything? No? Thank you very much. Is members have to know this report? Yes? Item 10. Review of polling district and polling stations. Can members please note that there are revised recommendations including review supplementary card following on from consideration at the township committee. Councillor O'Rourke, please would you move the report into revised recommendations in the supplementary cards?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Councillor Brett, please would you second the report? Any member wishing to say anything on the reports which are presented to township committee? No? Thank you very much. Thank you. Item 11, report changes to the transport and recommendations committee.
Right, guys, I'm slowly dying a death here. Really am. Apparently, it's item 14, which will be Cyril Smith. I think we're on item 9, 11. Item 11 now, and it's 14, Cyril Smith. Hurry up.
Second report.
I tell you, if I was sat where that mayor was, this meeting would be going a lot quicker. Get the bloody job done.
Yeah. Can we approve the recommendations in the report as they are? Yeah. Thank you. Moving on to item 12, calendar of meetings for 2019 and 20. License Ali. Councillor O'Rourke, will you move the report?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councillor Beck, will you second the report? Thank you very much. Can you approve the draft calendars of meeting in 2019? Yes? Thank you. Moving on to item 13, annual review of the Constitution. Councillor O'Rourke, will you move the report? Please.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councillor Brett, will you second the report? Any member wishing to add anything, say anything, comment? No? Thank you very much. Looks like we have our regular report.
Next item, Cyril Smith.
Changes in the Constitution approved. Thank you. Item 14.
Here we go.
Review of the borough review. The late Cyril Smith. Councillor Brett, will you move the report, please?
Mr. Mayor, before we deal with this item, I'd like just to say a few words. I'm sure there's not a person as chairman who does not support this move to remove Cyril Smith freedom of the borough. It is a shame that we can't just strip him of this honour without going through this technicality.
Hear, hear.
Contrary to recent reports you may have seen, we've listened very hard to what victims of abuse say. As the report before you makes clear, we are doing this tonight after meeting and listening to the survivors of abuse. Furthermore, I can tell you that this council has for a number of years run a bespoke service for survivors. I will end by reading out what an independent government inspector said about the service earlier this year. Rochdale's complex safeguarding service provides a strong multi-agency response for children and adult survivors of sexual exploitation. This service developed with Queen partners to ensure an improved response to children at risk of exploitation in the borough now delivers a range of work to identify, disrupt and prosecute offenders and protect children. Later this evening, you will see from Councillor Kieran Eaton's report, our current member for Children's Service, how almost all members, and it's sad that some haven't been, have attended the new safeguarding briefings. Mr. Mayor, thank you, and can we formally do this procedural matter?
Thank you. Councillor Daniel, will you second the vote?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, I'm happy to second this. It's very sad, the situation that we find ourselves in with actually to bring a report to Strickland of this type that it clearly did not deserve and does not deserve. And I feel we're obviously making the correct decision in doing this, and anything that we can do to assist in any way the people who suffered from this council will and is aiming to do to the best of its possible abilities, but I full support the removal of this.
Thank you, Councillor Daniel. Any member wish to say anything? No? Thank you very much. Can we move to the vote? Those in favor, please show of hands. Is carried unanimously. Thank you. Moving on to item 15. Person to cabinet members and committee chairs. This one is the supplementary of the spec.
We're done. Right. Looks like we're going. Yeah, but we wanted to hear.
Right, okay, just,
Slightly embarrassed, I'd say. Sorry, pal. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.
And those members who have submitted written questions.
Right. Heard what we wanted to hear. My God, that was hard work. Bloody hell. Look at these stairs, guys. Right. Don't know what you heard of that, but it was unanimous because they're obviously red-faced. And they've got no other choice, have they? Yeah.
Your escort's out, you're not causing trouble, we said what we need to say, that's all.
Do my job.
Oh, well, you don't need to. Go and do your job in the town sandwich, got kids being abused all over the show.
Oh, go on, Billy.
No, it's back on, I'll do it.
Very grand building, designed to make you look small. Right. Okay. What a load of crap that was. Well,
Excuse me. That's it, it's okay. I just want to talk to you. Are you with him?
I am with him, yeah.
Just keep him off camera.
Yeah, sure. You're all right, dude. Right. You can see the level of importance because they decided to talk about fucking traffic lights and Chinese lanterns before. Now, in some ways, that might be regarded as important, but when you look at the gravity of what they're trying to do with Cyril Smith, then I'm sorry, but that should come first. That's my personal opinion. Pissing about, you know, I mean, let's face it, there shouldn't even be a meeting for that, like he clearly said. So what they're doing, pissing about, that's a clear case of how many people does it take to change a light bulb, you know? The backwards and forwards over stupid little details. It takes 3 people to talk about fucking traffic lights and a Chinese lantern that might kill the odd cow. But yet you've got an abuse system that's going on here that's gone right to the top when it comes to, in terms of politicians and the police and the care system neglecting what's going on in Rochdale. But yet the importance was put on Chinese lanterns, mate. What do you think of that?
I spent more time talking about, was it Barney the goat?
Yeah, exactly.
A 9-month-old goat, people.
Poor fucking Barney.
Like,
what do you do there, mate, when you've got that?
we're talking more about a goat getting stuck in a fence because of a Chinese lantern than they are about an MP who
Disgraced.
Systematically disgraced the council himself in the process, raped numerous kids and got away with it.
Yeah. All the systems.
Disgusting, mate.
There's at least 2 schools. You've got Cambridge Boys Hostel and Knowleview. So then if you're talking then, that must open up, because who worked there, who allowed it, who overseen it, who said nothing? It's not just one guy here.
I've said this right from the beginning. I mean, with Cyril Smith, he is the political version of Jimmy Savile.
Yes.
Exactly the same, because he had the keys to Knowleview, he had the keys to Cambridge House, and clearly, you know,
He was running rampant, mate.
it's disgusting, mate.
And they know it was.
Disgusting.
And look at the way they treated that. A quick in and out. Oh, yeah, well, we all agree he should have had it. Well, maybe 26 years ago they should have come to that conclusion, mate.
Yeah. A couple of minutes before, they were talking about vote rigging, and they voted to let a councillor who has
Very
been
true. Done by the police.
guilty,
Yeah.
and dealt with by the police of rigging votes, and it was unanimous that they allowed him to keep his job. What does that tell you?
Tells you the corruption's right in place. You know? You're done, mate. Well, thank you for your contribution there. Well, at least he got to the point, because I honestly thought that they would drag it out, chatting shit and passing over unimportant points to one another just to score points against one another, to the point where they wouldn't have time to talk about it. So at least they actually brought it out into the open. What's going to happen after this, I have no idea. Now, what they should do is not keep it within the halls of a council building. They should be proclaiming this from the highest pissing mountain. They should be putting it on every media TV station. They should be putting it in every local paper to inform the people that the man that has got the title of Sir, who has also got the title of MBE, who has got the keys, the fucking keys to Rochdale, yeah? As Mike so eloquently puts, he's the political version of Jimmy Savile. And look at the way they dealt with that problem. More prominence on a fucking goat. Now, I'm sorry, it was hard to keep me cool in there, because you know you don't win when you start saying things to these people. You all right? I'm fine, thank you. There's a degree of decorum that you must adhere to, as frustrating as it is, because I swear to God, I'm stood in that gallery, yeah? I wanted to jump over that bloody balcony, and I wanted to tell him. I wanted to let them have it, but you can't. As soon as you do that, you're out, and it gives them an excuse to adjourn it, and then the point ain't going to get covered. Sorry guys, just wanting to fact. So, that's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. Hope it was worthwhile for you. That was laborious. That was agonising. I've got toenails to cut at home. I've got 101 other jobs. I just wanted to hear that one thing, and I'm glad we brought the point up. But look how pretty this building looks, eh? The facade. The fucking facade. The secrets, the lies, the deception, the corruption that's going on within them walls there. Yeah? So, I don't know where Billy... I'll just say, oh, here we go. Here's Billy. Right, let me have a quick chat.
Sorry, I needed a minute though.
No, we all need a minute, mate. I'm just venting off myself. How did you think that went, mate?
That was an absolute disgrace and a slap in the face to every survivor that's ever suffered at the hands of Rochdale Council and its predators. They spent over 15 to 18 minutes talking about off-road biking and boy races and
Chinese lanterns.
It took them not even 30 seconds to pass a motion about Cyril Smith. They didn't even discuss it, guys.
No.
And there was people in the gallery there who survivors of Knowleview waiting to hear an apology from these guys.
Yep.
Nothing. They wasn't even addressed. It was, yeah, pass, motion up, yeah, gone, finished. 30 seconds. It's an absolute disgrace.
But they went into great detail on the pain and anguish of a goat that got killed by a Chinese lantern, Dilla.
Yeah, you see, there's more empathy for the goat than there is for children of Rochdale. You said it all in one, you know what I mean? You've seen the speed they've just backed, and a councillor that voted twice who corruptly was charged, cautioned by the police, and every single one of them voted, yeah, he's all right.
Back in.
He can stay, you know.
What was it they said? Let him carry on the good work?
Let him carry on the good work of keeping Labour in power.
Yeah.
Because that's all he's doing.
Of course it is, mate.
That was disgusting. And another thing that's really, really disgusting, man, I don't know why. He might have a valid reason, but tonight, the one person who should have been here was the leader of the Liberal Democrat Party, and he wasn't here. He didn't even come. He wasn't here.
Was he invited, so he knew about it? He should have been here.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He's the leader of the opposition.
Yeah.
So he's got to have known. They know about the agenda.
Yeah,
we can ask.
So he's ducking.
Or he's on holidays. I don't know. He might have a fallible reason, but in that point, he should have been here today.
Or a representative, at least.
Well, no, he's representative. There's some Lib Dems here, but he's the leader of the opposition.
Okay.
For me, it was important. He was here to argue against. He's not going to do, is he?
No,
Cyril
he's not.
Smith was a Lib Dem, wasn't
Well,
he?
exactly. He's been Lib and Labour, and Labour.
That's just knocked me quite sick. I had to walk because it was a bit of a trigger for me, that.
Yeah.
That.
No, it is,
I've
mate.
been to look at Linda being that upset at having to... her son's abuse was only worth 20 seconds of Rochdale Council's time. Not even that. I don't even think if it had counted 1, 2, I think it had got to 10 and it was over.
Quick in and out. It's like they're doing what they've got to do. Let's get it out of the way without having to delve into it.
Yeah, guys, it's the most corrupt council in the north of England. It really is.
Well, I hope people are watching, mate, because that gives people a glimpse
They've seen
as to
themselves
what goes
tonight.
on in the back doors.
Was you filming when they did the vote on the councillor, Rahman, who had I think he's called Rahman. He had 2 votes. He was arrested and he was charged. Even though he was elected in his own area, he's continued to stand for his area, and his caution means nothing. If you're cautioned while you're in a candidate as a public office, you should lose your seat automatically. But this is what we're dealing with.
Certainly.
She's back.
Bionic
20
Becca.
seconds, finished. They spent more time talking about a lantern killing a goat than they did about no.
That's not a joke.
That's the honest to God truth.
That is the truth. Oh yeah, this goat means a lot. This goat, freaking hell, this woman was prostrating herself over this dead goat.
What was the goat called? Far now. Sorry, Dan.
No, you don't have to apologise, mate. You don't have to apologise.
Mate, what are your thoughts on that, Danny? Oh,
The bell is tolling for a mate.
Tell you.
That is the bell of child abuse, mate.
I tell you.
Right, so here we go. What's most upset me, to be honest with you, is Linda. She's heartbroken.
Where is she?
She's in there.
Is she?
One of the councillors, Sarah, come out, and another councillor
Right,
come
okay.
out and spoke to us, and they're speaking with Linda. The woman's heartbroken. Do you know what I mean?
There's no acknowledgement there.
No.
No accountability. No nothing.
This is what happens next. They've shown the hand, and for him to barefaced lie and say they've consulted with survivors is absolute nonsense. It's untrue.
Well, they consulted in a way that they called you a liar and a vigilante.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly.
What the fuck?
Shot down.
Yeah. So this is what we do. What we do now is we go to the next plan, and what we do is we descend on this town. We gather as many survivors as we can possibly. Yeah. We make this our next sole mission. Yeah. To descend on this town. To descend on this town hall. Yeah.
Cheers.
And form a ring of steel of survivors around this town hall. So if someone gets off their arse, comes out and speaks to us and listens to us, I don't see anything else that's going to work.
They've had the chance there.
They've had the chance. We give them a chance.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
He told them not to, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's apparently voted not to.
Yeah.
Who's that, sorry?
He told them not to, Brett.
He's told them not to what? Go.
To speak.
Really?
Yeah.
Just go with emotion, put your hand up and just brush it away.
Rush it through, hurry it through as quick as possible.
Let's talk about goats.
Let's talk about goats. Let's talk about
Chinese lanterns.
Chinese lanterns. There was most time spent on the Chinese lanterns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know.
We give them a chance. They've dug themselves a grave. You know what I mean?
It's not hard, mate. I'm not even from this place, but level of importance, what was most important there? Whittering on about freaking, you know what I mean? And it's simple. If they would have prostrated themselves there tonight and said, listen, this is not nothing to do with me, guys, but I see what's gone on and I see, I feel for the survivors. That would have been a start. It would have been something. And then from there, you could actually break bread and get a job done. they've let you know there. They don't want to know, and they're not going to converse with you. I would say.
It's a little bit in saying that all it's help for the survivors.
It's us.
There's nothing.
It's us who's providing
Well,
the
that's
support
what I mean.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've just set up a support group. Don't take credit for that when you've done nothing.
I would have even bought that if you wouldn't have told me what they've said today about the slanderous lies they've put on you.
You was there at the launch of the support group he was talking about.
Yes, exactly.
He wasn't there.
I've seen enough, mate, to know who's telling lies and who's not telling lies, and it ain't any of yous.
Next steps.
Gotta be in it.
Follow through with what we promised.
Gotta be.
Operation Backlash.
Yeah.
Operation Backlash.
Bring it back to him. Won't want to listen, so let people power come out now.
It's not even just remorse, it's accountability. There's no accountability. Like, they don't give a fuck. I look at this building, I look at this building and I know, like, you get a feel off a place. These kids have been raped in this building, and it's swept right under the carpet like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Horrible.
2 minutes 42 was spent on that.
Really?
Yeah.
You get more time in the doctors. You know what I'm saying? You get more time in the doctors, and even then you get yarded with a fucking tablet.
Oh, wow. Tell you, I would like to administer some tablets to them lot in there. You know, I'm not going to say what type of tablet, but won't be frigging paracetamol, let me tell you that. Yeah. Scam.
Look at the gaff that they're in.
I know. Look at it.
You tell me that's not just every time I look at it.
Stinks of Freemason.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wow. I've got a friend called Eddie is okay that would totally agree with you with that one.
I've got a few friends like that.
There's symbology all over the building if you look at it.
There is.
You know? And like we were saying, when you walk through them halls, that
floor.
hall is designed to make you feel insignificant when you walk through it. You're fuck all. You're proletariat. Bow to the...
Well, they're going to get a shot, mate.
Of course they are.
Get a shot because this is our mission now. We've got to.
I've never known anyone to bite a rattlesnake on the tail, but they just fucking had a good shot at it.
Yeah. Politically, it'll bite them back. And that's all you can say, because if they try and quell people with the way the momentum is going now, it's the wrong thing to do.
That was just complete disregard to any survivor. Any survivor, whether it's Northview, Cambridge House, any survivor up and down the country, any survivor in the world, that's just a piss take.
I don't know for the cars going up and down all the time and all this, not knowing about that and not.
I'm not asked about speed bumps.
Exactly.
Pressure time now. Pressure time.
We should be talking about. How did it make you feel, mate?
We had to stop. Really bad, Phil. I just wanted to shout out, but obviously you can't.
It's hard, isn't it?
It's hard. It is really hard, and we'll be back. We will be back.
Well, yeah, everyone here is determined, you know, giving them a chance, doing the right thing, trying to come to their table, be professional, show a bit of decorum, and look what they do. They just fob you off.
Talking about cars and Lancashire, if you look over there, that's where we had to stop 4 girls from getting raped.
Yeah, right up there, wasn't it? Right up there. Yeah.
Don't negotiate with fucking terrorists, mate. That's what fucking happened.
I don't know. Well, guys, get them out. No use to the people working to a different agenda, and it's not British. That's one comment there, and it's pretty bob on, innit? Get them out. Need to drain it.
2 minutes and 42 seconds.
No, well, they didn't have much of a protest. Well, the question what we've got to ask, and it's worthwhile thinking about, our friends from Momentum have always been trying to get power in Rochdale Council. So you've got the Aberdeen Middleton all the Aberdeen Middleton lot against the ones from Rochdale.
Sure.
So what's actually happening is use this to try and get the power.
Right,
so,
okay, yeah. Demonise them, make them look like they're not doing a good job, and we'll kind of get in the vacuum.
Use these guys and PAG as, we've done it, we're meant to. It's still the same thing.
Of course it is.
It's still the same Labour Party, there's no difference in it.
Yeah, they're just doing it with another name above the door, essentially.
Correct.
Well,
yes, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
But there again, I used to be a member of the Labour Party, I left it.
Right, okay.
And the Rochdale one.
For what reason?
How can I say? It's not listening to the members. That's my
Yeah, I'm filming, so I'm not filming you. I'm just
but
the sound.
It's not listening to the members.
Sure.
That not listening to what people actually want.
Well, that's what's happened tonight, isn't it?
It's this area, right? People. How can I say? Somebody who's got spondylosis needed some help with accommodation.
Sure.
You know, having it modified so they could use it. Oh yeah. 3 of the councillors up there. Yeah, we'll come and help you. No problem at all. We'll get it sorted, etc., etc. So got put before the council. They were on holiday, they didn't turn up, didn't bother about it. That's what they do. They just sort of like go away.
Yeah.
You know,
Give you the illusion
that that's actually happening.
What? But the proof of the pudding's always in the eating, mate. If they don't deliver, it doesn't matter how much you drag it out. It's still going to be evident at the end, isn't it?
But the thing is, I mean, I used to be a labourer in Rochdale.
Right.
I used to be a union rep.
Right, okay.
I used to be a union rep for a big company.
Right, okay.
Right. Used to have aerospace there in Shadowson. I remember it.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I will want to make committee.
Right.
I should be back in this lot. But I don't, because it's so corrupt.
How can you?
It's corrupt. You can ask them to do one thing, they don't do it. They'll put all the words together, but they won't do anything. All talk, no action.
Yeah, well, that's how it looks there, mate. And they're too busy protecting each other's back. You know, I'm not a grass, but at the same time, you've got to do the right thing.
That's right.
And if it means someone, all right, might look bad at the end of it, then it's about integrity, innit? Because you've got to show the public. That's what it's about.
They get promised everything.
Yeah.
You know, you get the people knock on the door. They promise you everything, right? And then they do nothing. And that's one of the reasons Another one of the reasons is I support Brexit as well. So.
Oh Jesus!
Obviously, I'm not.
You'd be classed as a racist, as a Nazi. All that straw man's been built up there just because you've got your own mind and you want change. You want a bit of sovereignty or whatever you
The party used to campaign for Brexit.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Many years ago, the likes of Michael Foot.
Yeah.
The likes of Tony Benn.
Yeah.
All campaigned for Brexit.
Okay.
Because they could see what the EU was coming.
Sure.
So
the corruption in the parties obviously changed that decision and turned it around to where they're now Remainers rather than actually getting out.
That's it.
So that shows a deep corruption within it all, going all the way right up to Europe, isn't it, really? Because who knows, they could be getting little trinkets from Europe saying, listen, guys, if you play our game, there's a bit of funding coming your way to do this.
If you look on how much funding the unions get from the EU,
says it all, eh?
Says it all, doesn't it?
Buys the silence.
Exactly.
That's where we're at, pal. Well, thank you for the chat anyway, mate. What's your name,
problem.
sir?
Steve. We met
Steve.
before.
I thought I recognised the face. Was it in the park when I was chatting with these guys?
In the park. We were in here on the march.
Ah, right, okay. Well, good to see you again, Steve.
Since how can I say, being one of the Labour, how can I say, activists, I've now one of the UK candidates.
Ah, right, okay. Right.
Just to cheer them on.
So I bet you're loved then when you walk in there and you see you as a turncoat.
I noticed it, yes. Usually I get a comment off Mr. Brett, but I usually have a comment back as well.
Yeah, yeah. And I hope it ends with the word off. Good on you, mate. Good on you.
I was impressed he had the time.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I should wrap it round his neck very tightly, mate. Right. Okay, guys. Listen, thank you for your participation in this. It's been very interesting, very enlightening. We kind of know the end result, and we probably shouldn't be surprised by it by any means. But thank you for staying on. Right. What's coming next? Oh, I'm going to be working on some of Nanny Robinson's stuff that are recorded, so probably that might be the next thing. I know in November these guys in conjunction with another survivors organisation, as it were. Oh, I see Linda over there. Shall I get an interview with Linda or what? Because Linda is pissed, and you know Linda is a channel favourite, and I would really like to. So sorry guys, I was going to go there, but I'm going to stay on for another 5 minutes and see if I can grab Linda. Here we go. Yeah.
But I've never left it. I've always had my finger in poking, and they just think. It was said the other day, oh, they'll go away eventually. 24 years on.
Go civil and go criminal.
Well, Billy said, because I said I'm 72 now, I said, but I won't leave it till I die. And Danny says to me, Linda, when you pop your plug, I'll take the baton and I'll run with it. So we're not going away.
It's not over.
Not over, by a long shot. Not over.
You've got my details.
I have,
If you
yeah.
want me help, just shout.
Right.
Won't cost you, I know, won't cost you a penny, okay?
Really?
Honest to God, nice cup of tea with a couple of biscuits.
Okay.
See how this
I bet
won't
he'll
cost you.
want chocolate.
You've got bobbing creams
Chocolate
then?
biscuit.
If you've got bobbing creams, I'm in on this, please.
Oh, bourbons.
So, seriously, just give me a shout, honestly, if I can help you, I will do.
Right, that's message me. Okay, will do. Okay. Thank you.
Linda, is it?
Are you driving or are you bussing?
I'm driving.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Is there any chance we can have a chat for 5 minutes on your thoughts? Or?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah?
Right, Linda.
And you're going?
Yeah.
You're leaving me?
We're not leaving you, Linda. We're fucking
Always
joining you.
there.
We're joining you.
Always there.
Enough's
Yeah,
enough.
you say that. Great stuff.
Good to meet you, man. Hey, you too, chap.
Okay.
No, it's not you, it's the other chap with the hair.
Right. Yeah, no, you're missing, mate. I'm
Thank
not.
you, mate.
You're welcome, Danny.
Thank you.
It's a good event, mate. It's a good event. It's just drawing them out. Drawing them out.
Yeah.
Sorry, very quick. I've taken Daddy on.
Okay, nice one. You too, mate. Okay, Linda, you up for it? Just a little chat, maybe somewhere out in the bright a little bit, and just about your thoughts on. Yeah, under. Do you want to add a little?
Near the soldiers.
Okay, very poignant. So, Linda, what did you make of that then?
I thought it was a load of bullshit. For them to spend more time on Chinese lanterns and Morrison's car park, I just couldn't believe it. It just, Cyril Smith, 30 seconds, you couldn't even understand what that mayor was saying. I don't know about you.
He was mumbling his arse off.
He was mumbling, and I couldn't understand him anyway. I didn't know what we was up to. What annoyed me at first when I went in, I asked for a copy of the agenda. We haven't got any left. But I said, but this is a public meeting. Well, they've all gone now, so well, can you not get me one? No. And I thought, they don't want you to have
I mean, that is petty, because that's not going to stop anything. You're still going to hear it.
I know.
But they think that it's somehow going to stifle you.
But I've just shot Sarah Robotham and Lynn Brosnan there by showing them that where it says keep quiet.
Well, Linda.
They didn't know about that.
You know, my at the moment, I'm kind of getting a little bit better with my videoing skills.
Right.
Now, some uploads I don't really go to that much trouble, but some uploads I really stop, edit it and start inserting different bits. Great Brit. Thank you, Great Brit, anyway, for moderating this stream, mate. But Great Brit come up with a great idea on a previous stream. He would like us to do another interview like we've done, but this way, all the documents that you brought down, I could document them, photo them, film them, and then when I get home, within the editing, I can reinsert it back into the interview. So when we're talking, instead of just filming us talking, I can flash up these documents.
But this is what, I will do that, but
Sure.
this is what Operation Jaguar, when they rang me and said, we've watched you speak at Hyde Park Corner. No, you haven't.
Yeah.
I didn't speak there, did I?
No,
I
it was
there,
Telford.
But I spoke at Telford. It was the speech at Rochdale up there, where it was Phil who had Chris Tuck on live. He was streaming it, and Chris Tuck had said, ask her to show the statement. So Phil asked me, but I'd already given it out to a no view guy, the particular paper when I thought on. And I said, I haven't got it, Danny. So Danny said she'll share it with you later. She'll put it online later. What I did, I scanned it in and I sent it in by private messenger.
Right.
Now, I got this Simon Murphy from Operation Jaguar saying that we've been watching and you said you're going to put them documents online. I said, no, I didn't. I didn't. Danny did. I didn't. So no, he said, have I got that wrong? I said, yeah, you got it wrong. And I put the phone down on him. But since a couple of times, I live in a cul-de-sac, nowhere else to go. Right, I'm the end house. A couple of times recently, a police car's been set outside. They've not got out. They was there the other night at 12 o'clock. Took a picture of them actually and sent it to Danny because I was talking to Danny on the chat. And I said, look at this. And my blinds was open this much and I just got to. And he says, are they outside your house? He says, yeah. They haven't got out. Maybe not there for me. I don't know.
No, but you don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. But I said to that Murphy when we was in Nottingham, and I said, I'll tell you something now. Simon Murphy from Operation Jaguar. I'm not being intimidated. Is that what they're trying to do? But that in there tonight, that was just shocking.
I know.
And what got me mad before they even got onto Cyril Smith was where that councillor fires off something.
About the rigging?
Yeah, it voted in 2 separate areas. Oh, I didn't realise you couldn't do that. And they've let him off with it.
Yeah.
Well,
let him carry on the good work, he said.
Yeah, good work. How many more?
How many more riggings?
Yeah.
You corrupt
I've
git.
seen this rigging myself. Because I had a friend who was a councillor a few years ago, and she was standing, so I was there with her, like, you know, and we found out that there was 50 postal votes on one street in one area. 50 postal votes, all for the same person. Right, so I take it on myself to go and knock on doors on my estate. And I said, I'm not asking you how you voted, I'm just asking you if you voted. And everyone, they said, there was a lady come round and collected, we only had to sign the bottom, and she collected them. And she got in, yeah, she got in.
Oh, bet she got in.
Yeah, she did.
That's like giving her a blank check, innit?
Of course, you only have to say, I'll do the rest. Yeah, that's what they were doing. And then there was Stevenson Square was another polling station, and the police had to be called because there was a very hairy-handed, big person in the full burqa,
right?
Hairy hands, by the name of something like Shirley Smith, trying to vote.
So, is she kind of menopausal, or are you suggesting that she's not actually a female then, or what?
She's not actually a female, and definitely not called Shirley or Sheila.
Jesus, yeah, get the imac out.
I know. And I was on the door just saying to people, are you okay? Yeah, okay. Have you got your number with you? Yeah, okay, just go that way. And a pile of kids come up, little kids. Well, I've worked with kids all my life, so I'm chatting away to these kids. And I said, what are you here for? Oh, we've come on the coach to vote for Auntie. We're from Birmingham.
What?
The coach load had come from Birmingham. We come to vote for Auntie, he says. Little kids, so innocently told me. This is the same night as the burqa-clad Sheila or Shirley was trying to vote small bridge. And we reported it and nothing happened.
Nothing's happened?
No, nothing happened about it. If you say out, you're racist, I think.
Well, this is it. That's what they'll try and push you towards. Like, you're in the wrong.
I know.
When look at what we've just listened to there. The more worried about a goat getting hurt by a Chinese lantern, the more worried about a traffic light system, the more worried about everything else.
The parking on bloody Morrison's car park in Haywood.
Yeah.
And
it's a big deal, that, Linda.
Halifax Road, the A58, the speed of the thing. I live off the A58. The traffic can't bleeding move, never mind speed. It's chocker. Take you 10 minutes to get into bloody Rochdale in the morning.
But don't they have kind of plate recognition technology now?
Yeah, APNR.
So what's he on about changing plates and stuff?
They were changing plates, obviously, to use that in
evade.
crime.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But still, if they're changing plates with the amount, we are the most surveilled.
I know. Yeah.
So if they're being caught, then surely you can actually see on some form of CCTV and go, okay, that car's got a different plate now. So now but we can now see an hour previous they were in this street with a different plate. Yeah. Oh, well, let's see what that plate is. Boom, we've got the fuckers. To me, it's not hard. But I don't know, I'm a painter and decorator, Linda. What do I know?
Well, I'm just a mum, aren't I? I'm just a mum and a grandma. But that detective, that Simon Murphy, when he said he'd watched me talking at Hyde Park Corner, how great a detective is he? I was in bleeding Rochdale.
I know. They don't know their arse from their elbow.
They don't.
And that meeting in there just reminded me of how many people does it take to change a light bulb?
There's 60.
I know.
There's 60 councillors.
Because they'll bring up one talking point that's insignificant,
I know.
and everyone's got to have a say on it.
I know.
And not everyone could be pulling the argument from there to there to there. So then, oh, well, let's vote on it. Well, we can't really vote because we're all got different opinions on it. But what's the fucking point?
I was disappointed, though, with Sarah tonight, where on that Faisal, whatever his name is, where they said, Ashley Durnley got up and said he needs to think about his position. In other words, resign.
Mhm.
And then they went over to the Alan Brett. Oh, well, he said he was sorry and he's taken punishment. What have they done? Have they given him 40 lashes? What have they done? Don't do it again, you naughty boy. Now here's your allowances for this week. What have they done to him? Nothing. And then they said to uphold the motion what Ashley Durnley said, get him out. His side were, and all the others unanimous. So they're voting for corruption. They're
keeping it in.
They know he's corrupt. He's been found out.
This is a Horlicks moment, this, Linda. You know them Horlicks adverts? How did he sleep at night?
All right.
You know.
The tune.
Well, we can sing it, but you know it is. It's like them all in there. They feel probably satisfied that that's a good meeting, good talking points, and we've all voted. But at the same time, they've got to go home and think about the victims, the survivors that they've neglected throughout that meeting.
Some of them are on 70 grand a week.
Really?
Yeah. I'll send you later the payout that they all got. Some are on 39, I think it was, for one of them, or two of them. But there's a lot over,
Yeah.
you know.
So they're looking out for that then, aren't they?
Of course they are. That's what I just said to Lynn Brosnan there, because I said, what? She said, we can't say that. Why can't you? Have the balls and just say, hang on a bit. Well, we can't because it goes further than that. I said, what, is it your job? She said, no, it's not about that.
No.
But why can't they stand up and say, hang on, he's voted twice and I've got to support him? No.
You can see when you sat in that meeting that it is so sterile that you can't even burp.
I had to laugh because when they brought that bleeding mason, I thought, did they think this is Parliament? The poxy little town like Rochdale.
Oh, full of self-importance.
60 councillors. There's only 300 not to run the fucking country. We've got 60 here. The CEO of Rochdale, right, Steve Rumbelow, he gets $7 grand a year more than Theresa May.
Really?
Yeah. I've googled his salary as well as hers.
Bleeding hell.
And he's running Rochdale.
Well, yeah, running it all right.
Running it into the ground.
It's like a cartel.
I know.
Someone behind me was shouting mafioso while we were going on. It won't happen.
No, I can't believe it, man. I'm still in shock.
It is a
And
bit.
That Mike was really nice, you know, that PI that came.
Sure.
He was really nice. He's offered to represent me for free.
Excellent.
If I take a civil case out. But
It's an avenue we're considering.
no. But like everyone says, you know, go for compensation. I keep saying it's not about the money, it's about bringing them to justice. But they've said to me the only avenue to get that justice is to hit them in the pocket.
Yeah.
And then they've got to realise we've got to spend all this out. We better look into this.
Yeah. Well, it's an admission of guilt if they've got to pay out.
Exactly.
So you can get them that way, like back engineer it, and
Yeah.
then from that they'll have to admit, oh shit, we've just paid this amount, so we are kind of guilty or accountable.
I'd just love to do that, Phil, because like I said to her, I said, but who's going to pay that money? Who's going to pay that compensation?
Taxpayer.
I said, Joe Bloggs, lorry driver working bloody 70 hours a week or whatever in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Out of his council tax. Lady Smith cleaning officer out of her council tax. That's not fair. If it was coming out of Farnell's pocket or Rumblow's pocket, I'd be there like a bleeding flag. But it's not. Coming out yours,
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't be right. Shouldn't be right. But at the same time, you are due, recompense. So whether it's done like that or not, you should not feel guilty about that because that is the protocol. That is the gears that we're working. And you're not corrupt by trying to gain money. You've already stated that you're not out for money. That is the last thing you want to do.
I could have done that 24 years ago.
Exactly.
I've just been.
You could have been living large now.
I could have been.
You know what I mean?
I could have been living in Heywood where Morrison's have got loads of cars on the
You could have bought a nice little drag racer and you could have been having him.
I could have spent 13 grand on up.
Oh, they're full of it, aren't they, Linda? There's some entertainment to be taken from this if it wasn't so pissing serious. But we shouldn't be surprised.
Fucking candles.
I know. Fuck's sake.
Chinese lanterns.
You know?
A full council meeting with robes on and all the gold, the silver, Chinese fucking lanterns. I'm going to buy a pack.
We should do that.
And I'm going to set them off on Riverside.
Let them off with each one with the name of a survivor on it.
That's a bloody good idea.
Fucking hell, I surprised myself there. Pardon my French, Linda, but my God, I do surprise myself at times.
We're on it.
You know, that's
Where
a
do
good.
we get these Chinese lanterns? Yeah.
And then on the other side, we can have a picture of the goat.
We could do, yeah. Or the cow, because
The cow.
I think 3 cows have died as well.
3 cows. Bloody hell,
They
that's
were
an
talking
epidemic.
About a funeral this morning when we first went in, who were
Right.
buried this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody from the council.
Oh, right, okay.
Hope it's not near the council.
Well, I hope they didn't chew on a bloody Chinese lantern.
Could be.
You know, they're dangerous. You've got to be careful. That wire can get, you know. So, anyway, we've had a laugh. We've had a bit of seriousness about it. But at the same time, you're still resolute. You're still going to go on with the point.
Of course.
It's not going to stop anything.
Well, I said to Bill, I'm 72 now, and I'm gonna do this till I pop my clock. He said, and then I'm gonna take the baton and I'm gonna fucking run with it.
Yeah.
He said it's not getting left.
It's a long relay race.
They were surprised when I showed them that. Well, I showed it Limbros and I showed it that Sarah where it says, keep quiet. I said, if that's not a cover up, come on. And we need a meeting.
Yeah, I bet they need a meeting.
But they wanted a meeting with Danny today, didn't they? And I said to Danny, on the message, I said to Danny, don't agree to meet them until after this meeting.
Because at least it's got some leverage now.
Well, yeah,
They didn't address. They
called
called it.
vigilantes.
Yeah.
72-year-old vigilante.
And a liar.
And a liar.
That is slander. But yeah, a guy who's lied by rigging the polls
okay.
straight back in. No, what
He said he's sorry.
he said it's, well, of course, that's fine then. That's fine. No problem with that. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up now. Any last words, Linda, of defiance?
Oh, defiance. I'm still coming for you, Rochdale Council. I'm still coming.
You cannot ignore this lady, yeah? She's not going away. What's your nickname? Mrs. Emeroid, is it?
No, they call Cyril Smith Mr. Rochdale. And I thought, they've been calling me Mrs. Rochdale. That'll have to stop.
Oh.
You can call me Mrs. Emeroid.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have a divorce there. Definitely. Get rid of that one.
Imagine being married to him.
Bloody hell. Imagine.
Nobody did anyway. Nobody imagined marrying him.
Oh, God. Well, no, and anyway, we're not going to go there because I've got a twisted sense of humour and I would get complaints. So, guys, I hope you really liked this stream. And there you go. Very fitting. Oh, Jesus. The chimes are telling us it's time to call it a day. So from Red Pill Phil and Frill, from Linda Phillips, it's good night from me and it's good night from her. I love you all, guys. Even the pissing.
Haters.
I love it.